It's finally fall. Hear how low temperatures go, and plus a serious crime on the rise at OU. And apologies issued from the Catholic Church. This is OU Nightly.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us for OU Nightly. I'm Cal Day.
And I'm Tevis Hillis. We begin tonight with an alarming trend. Sexual assault reports on the OU campus are on the rise, according to a new Sooner Safety report. Reported rapes in campus housing rose 220% in 2018, while cases of fondling rose 40%. The Gender Inequality Center says this rise in reports may be a good thing. It means more students are comfortable reporting assaults compared to years past.
On campus, I think there's more of an initiative to push for, especially like telling your story, and I think they were given more resources recently. I'm not sure if technically the number has increased, but I think we are more comfortable speaking out, talking to more faculty and staff regarding stuff that's happening on campus.
Starting Monday, the university is hosting a Rape Awareness Week. For more details, look at the Gender Inequality Center's website.
Well, the Archbishop of Oklahoma City for the Catholic Church is issuing an apology tonight. Paul Coakley expresses his deepest apologies to each person who has been a victim. Coakley says he is saddened to see where the Catholic Church of America is, and he is hoping they can do better. He believes the next step is to review all and report all allegations of child sexual abuse by priests from the 1960s until now. Coakley says he wants the information to be public and hopes to purify the church. Well, in other news, it's been like the first time in a long time we haven't seen 90s out there on the thermostat.
Yeah, I walked out my shorts and I needed a jacket.
That's
Jack
right.
joins us with Jack. It finally feels like fall.
Yeah, it looks like we might have finally said sayonara to summer out there. We had a cold front roll through overnight tonight, and it's just kind of stalled right down here along and south of Norman, just kind of parallel to I-44 down there. South of the front, it's still feeling like summertime, but off to the northwest, we're looking at very, very much cooler temperatures, and right now, fall is here, but the heat could be returning. And we got weekend rain chances coming up. I'll have a whole lot more all about that coming up in just a few minutes. Back to you guys at the desk.
All right, thank you, Jack. Well, President Trump made a visit to Florida today to discuss an important topic affecting many across the nation. Jackson Wojan has more on this in the News Center right now. Jackson.
Yeah, thanks, Cal. That's right. President Trump spoke out on health care at a retirement community in Florida today. His speech highlighted the administration's achievements, and he signed an executive order supporting Medicare Advantage and replacing traditional Medicare. The presidential order ensures the Department of Health and Human Services work to expand Medicare plan options, encourage innovative plan designs, and make it easier for seniors to choose and enroll in plans. President Donald Trump, who is currently caught up in an impeachment inquiry for his request to Ukraine on investigating former Vice President Joe Biden, has called upon China to do the same. Trump has yet to formally ask Chinese President Xi Jinping to investigate Biden and his son Hunter, but he says it's certainly something we should start thinking about. Gang Sheng, who is a spokesman for Chinese Minister of Foreign Affairs, has addressed these allegations that Hunter Biden received $1.5 million from the Chinese government, saying this is totally groundless. And Democratic presidential candidate Senator Bernie Sanders is expected to make a full recovery following a heart procedure. His wife reports that Sanders is up and about and has not undergone any more procedures after having 2 stents inserted into a blocked artery. It's unknown when the candidate will return to his campaign schedule, but he is set to attend the next Democratic primary debate. And last night, President Trump posted a video referencing Joe Biden and his son featuring a Nickelback song. That video went viral overnight, but due to Nickelback, it has since been taken down due to copyright infringement.
Thank you, Jackson. A Norman organization is bringing awareness to the foster care system. OU Nightly's Olivia Whitehead joins us live. How you can help.
Thanks, guys. I am here at Angel's Foster Family Network in Norman. Now, it's a very important day for them because it is one of the 2 call for action days for foster care in Oklahoma. Now, twice a year, these agencies come together to bring awareness for kids in the foster care system. This includes the 8,000 in DHS custody and those that haven't been placed yet. Now, as a nonprofit, Angels is always looking for donations in order to create placement bags. Yearly, they are in need of diapers, wipes, toothpaste, and clothes for all ages. These include items geared towards the child in order to assist the families in their initial transition period.
So any donation is going to go to directly helping those families. So when we do give diapers to a family, it's going to a child who has been removed from their home due to abuse, neglect. They were not safe for some reason. And so those items are going to go help that child to just make that transition into that home.
Now, this week you can donate at Burn Boot Camp in Norman, or you can turn those diapers into dollars and donate at their website at angelfostersokc.org. Back to you guys.
All right, what a great organization there. Thank you, Olivia. Well, if it feels like you've paid a little more at the ATM lately, you probably there's a good reason for it. Coming up, find out how much more you're paying.
Plus, find out which retail giant is hiring ahead of the holidays when OU Nightly continues.
Well, it's been just over a year since Oklahoma State Question 792 went into effect across the Sooner State. The law allows the sale of High Point beer and wine in places other than liquor stores. The Retail Liquor Association of Oklahoma reports 53 liquor stores have closed their doors since the 2016 election. Owner of Captain Jack's Liquor Store in Norman says the change has hurt his business.
This was written for Walmart, by Walmart for the most part. And then they got them a couple of faces to stand in front of it. And that's the sadness of it. I hate to see that happening here in Middle America. Typically, we were the same price or even cheaper oftentimes, but I cannot compete with mom getting her groceries and she's got her kids with her and she can get her wine right there.
Now, the next change for liquor stores will make it legal for children to enter a liquor store with a parent. That goes into effect on November 1st.
Now, a recent survey confirms that many of us already know an ATM cost a lot more than it did just a few years ago. Nightly's Robert McGee is here with us today. Money Matters Report.
Thanks, Tevis. The average surcharge for non-customers to withdraw cash rose to $3.09 over the past year. But the good news is that the average fee for customers using a foreign ATM dropped to $1.63. The total cost for ATM withdrawal hit a record $4.72. Up 3.3% over the past 3 years. The metro areas with the highest average ATM fees over $5 are Houston, Atlanta, Detroit, Chicago, and Philadelphia. And while you're decorating for Halloween, Macy's is already hiring 80,000 employees for Thanksgiving and beyond. 1,000 new workers will support the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade and other events. Some will be working with holiday shoppers, while others are behind the scenes working on things like shipping. Seasonal employees get a 20% discount, and some may have a chance to stay on after the holidays. Macy's national hiring event, including on-site interviews, is October 24th at all store locations. A consulting firm says General Motors will lose $600 million in profits by week's end because of an ongoing strike. If the strike continues, GM could wind up losing $90 million a day. Apparently, members of the United Automobile Workers Union haven't worked for 3 weeks now. But GM says the company's bottom line isn't the only thing being hit by the strike. Reporters say more than 9,200 workers in the U.S., Canada, and Mexico are being impacted by the picket lines. $90 million is a lot of money to lose. If I were them, I'd figure this out quickly. Back to you at the desk.
Yeah, I would be too. Thank you very much, Robert. Well, the University of Oklahoma is making plans to make it easier for some students to get an education. Coming up, how you can get a degree without even leaving your house.
Plus, cooler weather is here, and so are chances for rain in Jack's extended forecast. OU Nightly will return.
Welcome back to OU Nightly. I'm Jack Maney here with your weather forecast. And looking outside right now at the skyline cam, there is beautiful downtown Oklahoma City. Outside it's 75 degrees, very, very much nicer than it has been the last few days. We finally got a cold front to roll through the state. You can see it painted right there on the map. Divide between summer down to the south of it and fall and winter style temperatures off to the north. Behind the front, there's been a lot of rain up there in northwestern Oklahoma. They've gotten several inches of rain over the past several hours, and that rain is, unfortunately, it's not going to make its way towards us here in central Oklahoma. It's just going to fizzle out and go away as we go towards the evening. So for right now, this cold front, that's the responsible party is this little low pressure center all the way up there in Minnesota. But that low pressure center is nice and far away from us, so the cold front has been having trouble scooting all the way through Oklahoma. But you see this one all the way up here in the Pacific Northwest. Now that is our big weather maker for this weekend. It could be bringing a much stronger cold front and the potential for some rain. So future radar, right now we've got those showers and thunderstorms. They go away. This paints a little bit of rain for tomorrow, but I don't think that's really going to be much of an issue. But Saturday at about noon, we've got this line of storms here that's painted in. That's going to bring with it the threat of some hail, possibly some gusty winds. It shouldn't be a huge coverage style event, just a few storms rolling through in the afternoon. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. Those roll on, and we're left with a little bit of nice weather before more clouds build in for Sunday. Our highs tomorrow, it's going to be pretty nice outside, 77 degrees here in Norman. And looking forward towards the rest of the week, it's going to be a little bit warmer on Saturday. It's going to warm up for the weekend, but then going forward into Sunday, that cold front comes through. We get milder for the week ahead, and then another cold front is possible for the end of next week.
All right, feels like words we haven't heard in a long, long time. Cold front.
I'm ready for October to feel like in October.
It looks like we're finally done with summer. Just got to get that one last 80-degree day off the forecast, and then we're good to go.
Good to see those 70s up there.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
The University of Oklahoma has a plan to relaunch a new online program called OU Global.
Yeah, OU Nightly's Shiloh Sellers has been looking into what this program offers that traditional programs can't provide.
One day you're sitting on your couch, keeping up with the Kardashians, when life suddenly hits you. Situations like this, or this, or even worse, this make getting your education drop in your priority list.
A new program offered by OU aims to help those dealing with the difficulties of life still get the quality education they want.
I think the underlying values are about connecting with students who can't be here physically. There's a number of students that would love to have an OU education, but for any number of reasons just can't be on the campus at the times their classes might be offered. I think in a really high quality way, we have the ability to connect with those students, and that's what OU Global is about.
OU Global is still in the developmental stages. However, according to Dean Martha Bantz, OU's extended campus has paved the way for helping students around the world. Students like Johnny Green have been able to get both a bachelor's and master's degree while traveling across the globe.
My classroom was me with my books on an airplane at 40,000 feet, while flying to Nigeria till we could do what they call exercise obangame. So while everyone enjoying an app on our flight, I'm back there with my laptop, I'm back there with my discussion posts, and so I was able to take my class books with me.
While OU currently helps those abroad, they want to expand their efforts by offering online courses to those in their own backyard.
We can give access to a lot more students who wouldn't normally get to OU. So we'll be benefiting the state by having better educated citizenry. I honestly think that we focus too much on the opportunities for jobs part of college education, but college is more important than just what jobs it prepares students for. Good, solid, quality education is necessary for us to be good citizens participating in a democratic system.
Shiloh Sellers, OU Nightly.
Dean Garn will be conducting a listening tour at the end of the year as they fine-tune the program structure and ready their plan to present the proposal.
It's kind of interesting. Well, week 5 of the NFL season kicks off tonight as the Rams head to Seattle. It's going to be a big showdown in the NFC West. Here's Zach Verdea in sports.
Finally, a primetime game that actually will be exciting. Find out how the Sooner volleyball's visit against the #1 team in the nation went next on sports. Welcome back to OU Nightly. I'm Zach Verdea, and it's time for sports. Sooner football should have an easy time this Saturday as a 34-point favorite when they visit Kansas. One player who might be a little tired is receiver C.D. Lamb. The junior star had his best day of the young season in Saturday's win over Texas Tech. His new QB1 is enjoying getting the ball to Lamb and his fellow receivers.
The thing about successful offenses, I guess, we want to get the ball in your playmaker's hands. CD is a big-time playmaker for us, and he got off Saturday.
Jaden Hazelwood's made a couple plays on Saturday for you.
Meanwhile, Lamb's fellow receiver Jaden Hazelwood is starting to blow up as well. The 5-star true freshman is third on the team in catches with 12 and is averaging 16 yards per catch.
He plays like a grown man. He's young, but he plays like a grown man. He's a big boy. He plays like that.
The dominant Sooner softball team will host their annual Fall Festival tournament tomorrow at 4:45. Coming off a national championship loss last season, they take on Trinity Valley Community College, Seward Community College, Seminole State, and Connors State. The Sooners will play 2 games Friday and 2 games Saturday at Marita Hines Field. And the soccer team has their Big 12 home opener tonight against Kansas State. The annual Breast Cancer Awareness Pink Game kickoff is tonight at 7 o'clock at John Crane Field. Although dropping the first 2 conference games, redshirt senior leader Kaylee Dow likes the direction the team is headed.
What things can we work on to bring to Kansas State and then games looking forward? So this weekend was definitely a learning experience. It really is going to help us to grow more as a team, and that's one thing about this team. I think with every game, we're growing, we're learning, and we're getting better from it.
Sooner volleyball's win streak has come to an end, having won 3 straight and 9 of the last 10. Entering last night, the red-hot Sooners were cooled off by the #1 ranked Baylor Bears in Waco. They return home this Saturday to face off against Kansas. Thursday night football kicks off at 7:20 in Seattle. Russell Wilson and the Seahawks will host Aaron Donald and the Los Angeles Rams. Wilson is enjoying a great start to the young year with 8 touchdowns and no interceptions, while Jared Goff and the Rams' 4th-ranked pass offense will try to keep pace. Both teams are sitting at 3-1, trailing the unbeaten 49ers for the division lead. So this early matchup could have later playoff implications. Rumor has it that OKC is open to trading fan favorite Steven Adams, but according to Yahoo Sports, the price is just too high. Steven Adams has $124 million left on his contract, and that alone will make the process more difficult. The Thunder have been in the early stages of the rebuilding process after trading superstars Paul George and Russell Westbrook this offseason. And I don't know about you guys, but if Steven Adams leaves this team too, then there's going to be a riot in downtown Oklahoma City.
You're right. Thank you very much, Zach. Well, it's never too early to start thinking about your costume ideas for Halloween.
Coming up, how one costume takes a popular aim at the 2019 scandal, straight ahead on OU Nightly.
I'm Shannon Ehrhardt, the OU Nightly Update Desk. In Paris, a police employee armed with a knife attacked fellow employees inside their own headquarters. So far, at least 4 are dead. We'll keep you updated. That's it for now. Back to you in the studio.
All right, thank you, Shannon. Well, we're now a couple days into October, and the weather is starting to turn, and it's time to start thinking about your Halloween costume. One online company is putting a satirical twist on a big event that made headlines.
One online company is putting a spin on the college admissions scandal from earlier this year. You can now purchase an orange crop top and pants complete with an inmate number online. The costume is a apparent jab at actress Felicity Huffman, who was caught up in the midst of the scandal.
Now that's something. You gonna get that, Tevis?
Aren't you going to wear it?
You know, I just think that might be a little out of my color wheel, but you never know.
Maybe next year.
I'm spontaneous. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for watching OU Nightly, brought to you by the Gaylord College of Journalism and Mass Communication right here on the campus of the University of Oklahoma.
We'll see you right back here tomorrow night, live at 4:30.
Have a great evening.
Good night.